Yo, what is up everyone? Back here with another video. For today's video, we're going to be recording with a team that got top 4 at the Korean Nationals. Well, Korean Pokemon Trainers Cup, right? So I know we featured Taesak Ro's team already, but then I was kind of looking through it because, you know, I like featuring different teams or whatever. And, you know, we had featured from JCS, we had featured from NAIC, and we had done a lot of NAIC features recently. So I was kind of, I'm also turning, oh, I can't turn off this fan. I'm sorry, guys. I know the fan's on in the background. Like, hopefully it's not, like, too obnoxious. But anyways, I was just like, oh, I hadn't featured, like, too many from, you know, Korean Nationals or Trainers Cup, right? So I was like, I'm going to do that. So I found this team, and I thought it was really interesting, particularly because of a couple things, right? So immediately, like, when you look at these screens teams, usually you see Lando as a slot, but this one is running Ursaluna, and it's a substitute Ursaluna as well, which I think is particularly cool in CTS. And then Covert Cloak as well. Now, it's worth noting Korean Nationals was not CTS, but I actually think this team low-key works better because in CTS because of, like, the text on it. And then as well, too, the Miraidon is a Terra Electric Discharge, which I definitely think will catch a lot of people off guard. And on top of that, too, it's super, super bulky and not much speed. So it's going to be a really, really fat Miraidon, especially behind screens. I would expect it to be able to live most attacks. So without further ado, that's what we're going to be doing. It looks like a cool team. I liked it on look, and I like using teams that... don't get me wrong, I'm more than happy to use, like... weirder teams sometimes, but I definitely also like using teams that are like super strong and consistent because it showcases like some of the best cores in the format for you guys. So I think it's just a good time. Alright, so we're against a Cali Shadow Miraidon with Mienshao, Rillaboom, and Incineroar and Clefairy. Okay, so versus this team immediately, what I'm kind of thinking, I'm also going to see if by putting my gain down, I'm maybe cutting out the fan in the background. Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully it works that way. If not, then, well, whatever. Okay, so here we have to be careful of Clefairy stuff, but honestly, Terra Electric Miraidon can kind of blow this stuff up pretty easily. We could also go with something like Cali Ice and Grimmsnarl on lead, but if they lead something like Incineroar and Calyrex, it can get a little awkward, which I don't really like. So I'm going to go... I think we definitely want Ursaluna here as well, for what it's worth. So I think I'm going to go with something like Miraidon and Grimmsnarl, and then in the back take Ursaluna, and then probably take the Caliace or Incineroar. I'm kind of thinking offhand it's going to be Incineroar here. I could definitely see it being Caliace because Caliace can go for Lances if we Terra Fairy. I actually kind of like Caliace a bit better, I think. Yeah, so we're going to do this, and then this, and then this. And our plan is going to be to Terra Fairy the Caliace so that we can sit in front of the Calyrex. Unless we get rid of the Calyrex early. In that case, then we'll be fine anyways. I also would probably expect the Miraidon to be Scarf, but it could be something weird, so. Okay, they double lead restricted. Okay, it's like low-key crazy, but I feel like Terra Electric Discharge would kind of go crazy mode here. Because like Light Screen Terra Electric Discharge would kind of be nuts. I kind of like that idea. It's Electric Seed, okay. I kind of want to just Light Screen Discharge, or switch to Ursaluna. Terra Electric Discharge would go crazy as well. Because then I get in for free. But if Rillaboom switches in, I think that just insta-loses me the game. I kind of want to just Terra Electric Drift. Terra Electric Drift. Light Screen. I think it's our safest play here. Because it just kind of, like, it balances out if they go for Snarl. Because then our Miraidon is still hitting for a lot. If they go for Draco and Astral, we live. It just covers a lot of plays. Okay, protect. They're probably Volt switching. Makes sense. Discharge would have been crazy here because we definitely would have been allowed to get Ursa in. They're probably going to bring out Rillaboom here if I had to guess. I feel like if you're Electric Seed, though, you're definitely not Terra Dark for what it's worth. Oh, it's beep-beep. Beep-beep. Alright, we do have Discharge, so I think we kind of need to just play around that. They could be Terra Grass on this thing. But if they're Terra Ground, we probably would just insta-lose. I kind of want to Electro Drift here and switch to Ursa because it's a little more proactive. And if there's Terra Ground, we don't like instantly lose off of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's like fair. I like how I said my plan was to Terra Fairy the Calyrex in the back, and I just Terra Electric my Miraidon immediately because I was like, ah, why not? Go me. I'm so smart. I feel like it might be Terra Ground on Clef. Okay, thank God. Okay, grass is way, way better. It's like way, way better for us. Okay, our Electro Drift will do a ton into this, which is good. They're also Calm Mind, which I don't especially hate. Like, I feel like that's better. They could be Draining Kiss, so we have to be careful. Or also be Giga Drain, technically. No, because if it was Terra Grass, they would just tear out the Calyrex. That's a lot of damage. What do I do? Substitute, switch to Grim. Substitute, switch to Grim. Drift isn't good. I have Discharge here, which I think is huge. I think I need to sack Grimmsnarl here. And go for a Facade into myself. Which then recycles the board. I think that's probably my best play. No, because it's pretty telegraphed then that I would be going for what I'm going for. I'm going to switch to Grim and go for a sub, I think. I think that makes more sense. Okay. Yep, makes sense. Okay, Astral Barrage comes out. We actually take that pretty well. Okay, sub comes out. So now we can launch T-Wave onto the Calyrex. It's definitely not like, oh, like, it's definitely like kind of a weird middle area, I'd say, in terms of like where the game's at. I definitely want a T-Wave to force them to go for Follow Me. I also think they could protect Clef here. That's also a possibility, which is why I want to do this. They're thinking, so clearly there's a couple plays that they're considering. Okay, no, they just go for Follow Me. I mean, this means we just have pressure with Thunder Wave. Okay. So they're +2 right now. Our Ursaluna is in an okay-ish position. We are gonna let them get +2 though. The question is we have a ton of Spidaf, right? So I feel like we actually could end up living the Draco into +2 Astral. That's the thing, right? Like I could definitely see that being a possibility here, which kind of makes me want to go for it. I don't think we live a +2 out. Well, we are actually really specially defensive. I'm gonna check that real quick. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Calyrex Shadow. Let's see. Okay. +2 Calyrex Ice. Let's see. Oh, we actually live. But I think we still do Miraidon. Because then we force their Miraidon the Draco. Because we could just get doubled on Calyrex, right? Okay. How do we like the look of this? Do we not like the look of this? I feel like it's a little weird. I kind of just want to stay in. But it could be sacking here for sure. We could switch and go for Headlong. Or we could just go for Discharge. I'm tempted to just rip the Discharge right now. And just go for it. I'm gonna rip the Discharge. It's very aggressive. This is a very aggressive play. And if we get faked out, like, we're gonna get punished really hard. But it's, like, fine. I feel like they could overthink this for sure. Like, parting shot the Ursa and call the switch. Okay. They Draining Kiss. Okay, so they went for a neutral play. This is actually really good for us, because now the Headlong is going to mean we get a ton on this Cali. And they don't know that we have Discharge, right? So... Wait, did they not break our Substitute? Oh my god, they didn't break our Substitute. Oh, we're in, like, an ultra good spot, then. I think our play, then, is Discharge here. And Headlong the Instant to cover for our parting shot. Or I could just Drift, or Volt Switch. Volt Switch... Discharge here. Substitute. Doesn't win. Volt Switch. And Substitute can win. Depending on what they do. Because I'm pressuring the kill on this Cali regardless, basically. How many turns of... Yeah, a lot. I'm Volt Switching you, and I'm subbing again, I think. Yep. U-turn. Knock off. Okay, I subbed. Okay, perfect. Okay, nice. And now we Volt Switch into Cali. Yeah, Volt Switch into Cali and Headlong Cali. And that should guarantee we win. Right? Or we Volt Switch you and Headlong you. Because we're guaranteed to kill you off of the chip. But if Draining Kiss breaks our sub, we lose. So it should just be double this. I'm pretty sure. They just have to go for a double here, but I don't think we can afford to, like, not double their Cali. Because if they Draining Kiss our Miraidon, on the... Actually, I mean, honestly, yeah. Like, I think it's fine to double. Because I think they could hard switch the Miraidon. No, they just Astral, okay. Oh my god, our Miraidon actually took nothing from that. Dude, that's why I like this team. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this team looks like it's so bulky. Like, egregiously bulky. I was like, it looks like so much fun. It's actually fun when your moms take, like, no damage. That's fine. I think at this point, like, Cali Ice taking chip is fine, because Headlong is just going to kill the instant. Boom. And now we get Headlong into Mirai and Lance. This team is so bulky, bro. That's actually insane. It actually took 0 damage. Also, Ursaluna definitely carried its way here. We didn't even have to Terra it or anything. Terra it or put it in Trick Room. Like, it just actually was just good. Which is pretty sick. We're just gonna Lance here. And just go for Headlong, I think. Nice. Really solid game. Really solid game to start. That was a cool. That's cool. I actually like. I mean, obviously, like intuitively, I figured the team would be strong just by looking at it, but like seeing it in practice of like how bulky all the mons are is like really sick. It's like actually crazy because like I'm pretty sure every single mon on this team has like more investment into its defenses than like its offense. And it kind of shows, except for Ursaluna, of course, but it kind of shows the value of like just having that, right? Like it's really nice. Also worth noting, the Ursaluna is adamant too, so it's not like it's like super slow Ursaluna. It actually can outspeed Iron Hand, so you can use it like out of Trick Room, which is pretty cool. Okay. All right, so standard Kali Shadow balance stuff. I mean, this is par for the course of what you'd expect in this format, right? In terms of like just standard stuff. I definitely want to lead with the Grimmsnarl. I feel like it provides a lot of value, and I actually think there's a lot of merit in leading with the like Grimmsnarl instant lead, and then taking Kali Ice in the back. We could also lead with Kali Ice here to just pressure an immediate like Trick Room. I don't hate that either. The only thing is if they lead instant Kali, it puts us in a bit of an awkward spot. But not like really. It's like okay. Also, most instants on this team run Helping Hand, so you can kind of expect them not to have Will-O-Wisp. I'm gonna go with Kali Ice and Grim because I think it's more flexible. Like for example, if they lead Rilla and Kali, it's good. If they lead Ogerpon and Kali, it's probably the hardest lead for us, but it's still like winnable. Not to mention Terra Fairy is just really good at walling out this Zamazenta. I was wondering if Ursaluna had value here. My only like questionable part of it would be they have like, I mean it's probably Scarf Shifu, but still it's like Aqua Jet, Grassy Glide, Grassy Glide. Unless they're running the Rain Dance Scarf Shifu, but even then, it's like... still weird. Okay, they do lead Instant Kali, so I'm a little bummed about that. I kind of just want to double Kali with the Leech Seed and a Spirit Break here. Offhand. It just seems really strong. I'm able to either establish consistent chip into it or, you know, lower its stats a little bit. I'm just going to do that, I think. Probably Terra Dark, if I had to guess. Yep. So I think they're assuming that I'm Covert Cloak on my Grimmsnarl. If they're making this play. Or they're just like covering for it, maybe. Nope. Okay, yeah, they're just assuming I'm Covert Cloak. Okay, that makes sense. So I have a couple different options here for a play. What I think they're going to do is protect Kali and bring in Zama. But I might be able to do a lower committal version of that. I get Trick Room here. Trick Room's actually kind of effective. Trick Room's actually very effective for what I want to do, I think. And I'm super Spadef Kali, so even if they Helping Hand, I think I can live. But this covers for Parting Shot, Protect, and bring in Zama. Yep. Because then I just get Spirit Break, which is fine. Makes a lot of sense. Actually, Parting Shot are Grim, too. Yep. I could have light screened or reflected here to take the opportunity of this, but to be honest, like, it's fine. I think Spirit Break and Leech Seed is probably my most, like, likely play here. At least for the opponent's POV. I kind of am tempted to reflect here. But I think Spirit Break and Leech Seed Zama is, like, fine. I could also make a read and switch in Incineroar here. I could also reflect. I mean, I don't think they wide guard. That's the thing, right? So because of that, I'm kind of fine going hard into calling out this Zama play. It's like weird. They could Astral. They definitely could Astral here. Okay, they actually switch. Okay, so we're gonna get a Leech on that. Okay. I think we're still fine here because they're only +1 and our Cali is like really fat. But I didn't expect them to switch out Zama because switching out Zama is like so, like you lose your boost, right? But I mean it's like fine. Oh my god, they plotted again. That's crazy. Okay. How do we feel about this situation? I kind of want to just Spirit Break and we can switch maybe, but it's a little awkward. Lance isn't great. Protect Spirit Break. It's pretty predictable. We can Leech into this to get like double healing and then pressure with Lance Spirit Break. And it puts their Calyrex on a timer. I don't think we should die. We're very Spadef heavy. But if I'm wrong, we just lose. I believe in our Calyrex. Okay, that's neutral? It's like weird. Like their Cali's obviously getting some mileage here, but they're playing it super weirdly where like if we Spirit Break them again and Leech Seed, like I think we can just outlast the Cali. If we play it right. Okay, they just Parting Shot again. What are they bringing in though? Rilla? Like that's the only thing I could think of value that would make sense here. Okay. Because they're trying to keep it relatively healthy is what they're going for. I mean, I think I just Spirit Break and, again, Leech Seed. Right? How many turns of... I have to be a little careful here. If I give him too many more turns of value, I'm definitely in a losing spot. Switch to Incin and Leech Seed doesn't provide me that much here. I think it's Spirit Break this turn and Leech Seed, and then switch to Incin. So I get a guaranteed Trick Room up. Yeah, I think I Leech Seed here, because it's the most meaningful... Okay, well, I just get the Spirit Break then. Because, like, even though, yes, this is going to be cut damage, like, it's still going to do a good chunk, right? Yeah. Oh my god, I would not have lived the other Astral Barrage. I was super overestimating. Okay, so what's the best play here, then? Light Screen for sure. Switch Mirai. Offhand looks more correct to me. Oh, wait. We have Covert Cloak Incin, so they don't know that, so they're going to let us Blitz. Because they're going to protect this turn. They're definitely going to protect this turn. It's 100% switch to Incin Light Screen, and then just Blitz into the Cali and knock it out. Because they're not going to know that we're Covert, right? So it doesn't matter. Yep, makes sense. Okay. Yep, you turn into Grim. That makes perfect sense. And now they're gonna fake out. Oh yes, they're gonna fake out our instant, thinking that we're what's it called? Not covert. Unless they think maybe not. But I wouldn't assume this instant's covert off rip. That's for sure. But maybe they are a better man than I am. They're thinking. They're thinking really hard. You know, I wonder actually when I play against people if like now, because I've been doing this like, oh, they brought Zama. I mean, it's just Blitz then, anyways. T-Wave Blitz, right? Like, even if they switch to Incin, it's fine. I could Spear Break, but I think it's just better to T-Wave Zama and Blitz. Yeah, I think it's just Blitz. Even if they switch to Incin here, it's better to Blitz. Because I can't let them press me, is the thing. If I let them press me, I just lose. I guess I am impish, so maybe I'd live. I could Spear Break here, calling out another nasty plot. It would be a crazy play from them, but it's possible. But I have covert anyway, so even if they switch an instant, I can still win this game. Oh, okay, they just switched. That's fine. Because now all the pressure from their game is gone. Like, obviously, at face value, this looks like a good turn for them. But they just lost, like, so much value from this turn. Because they're getting T-waved. They're not really affecting our instant that much. They get parried, so it's even worse. It is worth noting the Zama's faster than our Miraidon before Thunderwave. We could see that with this interaction. But, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use this turn as an opportunity to just completely recycle my board. He might be incentivized to fake out and switch here. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm just going to parting shot immediately into you, I think. We eat that. Good. Perfect. Okay, this is really good for us. Because we're slower parting. And now we get in our Miraidon, which is, like, insanely good here. Bringing Grim doesn't make sense, because then I have no board pressure. But if I bring in Miraidon, like, I just have drift pressure on, like, the entire board. I'm gonna Leech Seed Zamazenta here. And Draco the Instant slot to cover for Rillaboom coming in. Either I get the kill on Instant, or I put myself in a position where, yeah, so either I kill the Instant. I mean, even if they switch in Rilla for Zama, it doesn't really matter, because then I'm, like, getting a bunch of recovery, and Draco could potentially still pick up Instant if it's not, like, fully Spit F trained. So, this is pretty reasonable for us to go for. Yep, that's Rilla. Okay, so Draco was correct here regardless. We could have Lance. That would have been cool, but it's fine. Okay, nice. That is a knockout. Okay, so that's a big piece gone. I honestly think this Calyrex is going to try and Nasty Paw on this turn, and that we should just double attack. I think our Calyrex might actually be bulky enough to live. Well, let's see. How much are we healing to? Does Light Screen expire this turn? It doesn't. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely going to double attack here. Yeah, light screened up for so many turns still. Glacial Lance, Draco Meteor. You just cannot let this thing nasty plot. If it nasty plots, you just lose. So there's no point in risking it here. And we're behind Reflect, so I think we definitely could live a Woodhammer here. But even if we don't, I can hard switch out Miraidon after bringing in Ensign. They're thinking. They're probably just unsure which route to take. Yeah, exactly. They're going to go for Nasty Plot. They have to. Yep. Okay. Miraidon, please. Thank you. Oh, Miraidon. Come on, man. Okay, now we really need to think, because this got very dicey. I think Trick Room Draco is the best way to guarantee this board... Or switch to Instant Draco is the best way to guarantee this board take, because then it guarantees we get Fake Out and attack onto Cali this turn. Because, like, our Miraidon's really fat, so I think we can live. Anyways. But we can't allow it to just sit here. And then switching in Instant lets us get Fake Out and then recycle if we need to after. Like, if we let this Cali run away with the game with the Nasty Plot, like, we'll lose for sure. So we just have to keep attacking it. But we can't let our Cali Ice go down, because our Cali Ice is the main way to endgame versus Zama. Okay. Okay. We're like ultra fat on this Miraidon, so I'm feeling very okay about this. Even though it's not ideal. Yeah. I don't think Instant will live. Yeah, no. Miraidon takes it though. Okay, nice. I'll take the crit. I feel like we probably KO'd, but, I mean, never hurts to guarantee, right? It's bringing Cali Ice, protect, switch in Grimmsnarl, sack, get back in Miraidon, and then we're in a good spot. Because then we just pressure drift and, or I guess we could, yeah, no, we drift. We drift and Leech Seed. Not to mention they could get parried and just lose, so. Okay, we get healing on a Mirai. That's actually a very significant amount of healing. Not because of body press, but because of Woodhammer from Rilla in electric terrain. Okay, protect Cali Ice, switch back to Grim, sack Grim, let it die. The only thing that would be scary here is Zama lives, but then Woodhammer wouldn't kill, so then we Lance, and then we force him to Wide Guard, right? Okay, yeah, so we're still fine either way. Protect, switch... Sack you. If they don't let me sack you, am I in a bad spot? Not necessarily. It's a little awkward, probably. It would just be Reflect Lance. Because then you force them to Wide Guard. Or lose. Yeah. They're thinking, but I don't think they have to think that hard. It's pretty straightforward. Woodhammer, Cali Ice, and Body Press Mirai. I wonder if Body Press actually kills Grimmsnarl. It might not. Maybe not? I don't know, actually. They did Wide Guard. Yeah, they were worried about Lance. They did Hammer. Okay. So the question is now, do I Reflect Lance? Or do I T-Wave? Oh, hold on. Timer? Well, I don't think that matters. They're also really low on your time. I think I just Lance, because they're definitely feeling the pressure here, and Reflect. Yeah. Okay. It all comes down to this turn. Okay. Okay, I think I live. Unless they're Behemoth Bash. Okay, it got parried, so we never see. If they were Heavy Slam or Body Press, it shouldn't kill. Okay, now we just win off of playing smart. Well, we'll get to see it, their Behemoth Bash, actually. I'll let them go for it. So we can see. Because I feel like that's good information to know anyways. Go Calyrex. Alright. Protect. Or is it better to Spirit Break? No, it's better to protect than Spirit Break, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, they just canceled. I don't know if they had Behemoth Bash. Most run Slam, so I would assume it's just Slam, right? Because, like, it's very hard to run Behemoth Bash on Zama, because most of the time you're just cutting your damage down like crazy. So it's not something you commonly see, but on CTS I'd say it's more likely to see it. But I'm going to assume that it wasn't. That they were just playing for a crit, because that would make the most sense. I'm actually really liking this team. This is a pretty fun team to play. I just like the concept of, for what it's worth, I also just really like the concept of bulky Miraidon. It's just a cool mon, right? What is this? Okay. I'm gonna say, offhand, they could definitely be Clamondon, so I'm not even gonna bother, like, chancing that. I'm just gonna play for Trick Room approach. And then late game Miraidon to clean. Instin's not really valuable here. You're not really, like, intimidating Clamdon, and then Urshifu is, like, not really great here either, I'd say. Because they're turning off your, or they're weakening Surging Strikes, I should say. They will probably have Spicy Extract on Let's Go Villain to boost their Groudon, so we have to be a little bit careful of that. They could also be running something like Overheat, right? I think it also gets Will-O-Wisp, actually. So there's, like, a couple things Let's Go Villain that could do that could be a little scary, but it's fine. Okay, Miraidon, Groudon. I feel like this might be like Disquake style stuff. I think Terra Fairy, Light Screen, and just go for Lance offhand seems pretty safe. I want a Light Screen because I feel like Miraidon's doing more of the damage output here. I mean, it could be both, honestly. But I don't really want to chance it. And our Calyrex is so bulky that, like, I feel like we should be able to live a double up, especially with Light Screen. Okay. So Light Screen was definitely the right call here. Terra Electric? Terra Electric would make sense. Terra Fire. Terra Fire, Terra Blast? Maybe? Maybe they're just assuming we're not going to Terra. But, like, I have no reason not to, for what it's worth. Okay, I understand it now. Holy moly, that was so strong. Okay, so it's like obviously not great, but at least we did get their Terra out of them, and now they're locked into overheat, so like it could be worse. I mean, it could be better for sure. I kind of want to just like, the question is, do we Lance again, or do we take this opportunity to switch Ursa? Because I think Calyrex is in, like, if we switch Ursa Trick Room, it'd be really good. I don't mind switch Ursa Protect either. It's a little bit safer, I think. But if we get Trick Room up, we just insta-win. Reflect and Protect is probably safe too. Kind of like Reflect and Protect, actually. Yeah. Okay, I'm much happier with this play. Sure. They're -2. They're still gonna do a lot, though. Yeah. Okay, they blitzed. That makes sense. Now the question is, do I switch to Ursa Trick Room? I think now's the time. Unless they double my Calyrex. First one brought me down to 39. So cut that in half. That's 80. Cut that in half again. We're at 63. So we'll live unless they double us. We could also just Thunder Wave here. Honestly, double switch is probably our safest play, so I'm going to do that. Because it just guarantees we get value. Because either we get in our big attacker, or we can switch around if we need to. Frostmoth comes in. Okay. Electric Seed. Oh my god, this thing's never gonna die. I think they're gonna blitz Kali. Maybe they'll parting shot it out of fear. Knock off, okay. I don't hate that. Okay, what's our best play here? Sub is questionable. Draco covers the most, but lets us take free chip. Because Ursaluna, our Ursaluna health tier is very valuable. I kind of want to say Facade plus Draco covers the most circumstances here. So I'm going to go for that. Okay. Do they blitz? Hopefully they blitz. Okay, Ice Beam, okay. That's actually stronger than I gave it credit for. Okay, the parting shot into Mirai. Okay. Facade is going into that slot, so whatever it takes out is going to take 1 billion damage. Probably Groudon would make the most sense here. Yep. Wow, okay, so that just got clean knocked out. Okay, so we're definitely, like, we have leverage now. Because we are making better trades than they are. But it's not over yet by any means. Because that Frostmoth is still doing a ton of damage into our Ursa. So it's not like our Ursa's, like, safe. You know what I mean? Okay, instant back out. I think it's just Volt Switch and Hard Switch to Grim. Offhand, seems correct. Yeah. Because, like, our Miraidon, weirdly, is the most expendable thing. Kind of. It's kind of the most expendable thing, I should say. It's not actually the most expendable thing. It's just, like, if we're going to let anything get caught on, like, a fake-out play, it's, like, Miraidon. Because it's so bulky, it can just sustain the damage. And we need to get a T-Wave on their Miraidon and get a T-Wave on that I guess we could get up Trick Room 2 to win, but I just don't know if that's going to be plausible here. Okay, they let us Volt Switch. Okay, that's good. I don't want to bring in Ursaluna. If it gets caught by Ice Beam, it's just not good. We're going to bring in Cali Ice, because it getting caught by an Ice Beam is kind of not... It doesn't really matter. Because a 2 Ice Beam shouldn't kill it, because Cali Ice is Super Speed F heavy on this team. Ice Beam again to the Grim. Okay. That's like best case scenario. Okay, Sunlight fades. Alright, so we need to think here. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna Thunder Wave the Mirai for sure and Protect, I think. I'm just like kind of debating Thunder Waving in the Frostmoth. Because I'm actually very scared of this Frostmoth. How many turns of Light Screen are left? That'll probably determine my decision. 3? Okay, okay. We can get away with Thunder Waving this. I think. Maybe. So-so. We'll see. We definitely know it's Terra Fire Specs Overheat based on how much damage it did in Sun to my Cali Ice. So that's like helpful at least. I think our best case scenario is Miraidon gets paralyzed on the target into Grim. But it wouldn't really make sense because they should really be Ice Beaming into Grim, but... And we could have played for Para, but I don't really want to like, rely on that. Okay, good. I guess, yeah, it doesn't actually matter. It would have mattered if we had attacked, but we didn't, so. But I do think this opens up an opportunity for us, which is now... it kind of opens an opportunity for us, I should say. I think I bring in Ursa here to capitalize on the light screen to pressure Facade Kill into the guy. Or I do this and I Drift, but I don't think Drift is going to pick up because we're so bulky is the problem. If I Protect and Discharge, it's like not the worst play ever, but then if Miraidon gets Draco off, it's like really bad. My gut is telling me to bring in Ursa, and I'm going to trust my gut. Because I pressure Facade, so they have to confirm kill with Draco, is what I'm thinking. And then we can play from there. If I get a Leech Seed on this Frostmoth, I think I can also just win. Facade and Leech Seed into you. Also, there's a chance to get paralyzed. Okay. Okay, now I just need to hope I live. I think I live, based on how much I took. But I could die. It's close. It's going to be really close. I could have protected, maybe. Oh, no. Maybe it's... Oh, you know what I should have done? Switch to Mirai for Cali Ice and go for Protect. And then... Oh, bro. That was definitely a better play. Because then, I can endgame this Frostmoth with Cali Ice guaranteed, right? But then they have to Ice Beam my Ursa, and then they've lowered their stats. Or they've drifted, which is fine. I mean, I could still win if I, like, kill Frostmoth. How many turns? Electric? Okay, I can actually definitely still win this for what it's worth. The 2 Electro Drifts kill, I can win. Just under. Okay, overheat, whatever. The problem is, I think next Ice Beam is going to kill us. So my only out would be Discharge Para. So I think I go for that. Well, how much does it do? That's too much. Yeah, I have to Discharge Para. Okay, so the plan is Discharge Para. I should have discharged the first turn, mate. No, actually, not really. We'll see. I just go for Discharge, though. Para? No Para. Overheat miss. Ice Beam's gonna just kill me, though. Yeah, I think that was avoidable. I think, honestly, that was definitely user error. Like, For some reason, I zeroed in too much on Ursaluna living, but I didn't have to risk that because if I switch out into Miraidon and I protect Ursa, then I have a free discharge again, right? And a facade, which then means I should be able to beat the Frostmoth 100% of the time, and I can drift into Miraidon next turn. So that was definitely a better play. So that's definitely on me for sure. That was definitely not a team issue. That was actually just me. Oh, that's a bummer, because I actually felt like we were playing decent until that point, but... Oh, geez, this is like a super, super tanky team. They might not expect discharge, TBH. TBH. I definitely want you. I think Urshifu will be good here. I think I can drop Incin. Like, Incin's good into the Calyrex, but the thing is like having Urshifu as your breaker here for Ting-Lu, like these other mons is super nice, especially if you're able to get T-Waves down. Stuff like that, you know? Oh, I want to rip Discharge so badly here. It'd be so fire here. I could also Reflect and Volt Switch Ursh. Well, that doesn't cover if Ting-Lu comes in. Volt Switch Cali is probably a little safer. Yeah, I'm gonna Volt Switch Cali. It's just like the safest play here. Doesn't risk too much. It covers. Oh my god, they just left it exposed? Are they Scarf? Use Scarf U-turn? Oh, okay, they're coaching. Okay, so I definitely made the right choice. Oh my god, imagine if I discharged turn 1. They probably would have just lost one spot. Okay, we got a crit. I mean, that's probably game losing for them, to be honest. Like, I mean, it's possible for them to win, but now Ursh just comes in and destroys them. Yeah, I'm just gonna rip Surging into this thing. I mean, do I rip Surging or do I rip a different attack? Actually, I think I close combat actually to cover for Amoonguss coming in and Spirit Break the Ursh. Well, if Amoonguss comes in, do I care? Like, I'm gonna let my Ursh take a ton if it takes Rocky Helmet Chip is the issue. That's the only concern I have. I think I just CC. If it lives, right? But Terra Fairy would be the only Terra that punish that, but that doesn't even make sense because the only reason they Terra is a live Surging, right? So CC is like perfectly fine. Yeah, that's probably Kyogre if I had to guess. Incin, okay. Why would you do this? What are you thinking? Okay, it doesn't matter. This should kill. Yeah, it's too strong. Okay, switch back to Mirai. Go for T-Wave, maybe. Light Screen. They might bring out Ogre here. They could also do that as well. But I'm just gonna Terra Ghost and Light Screen it, I think, if they do that. Probably Ogre, if I had to guess. Okay, it's Urshifu, actually. Okay, so then I'm definitely just gonna switch in T-Wave. I don't even need the Terra here. Switch. Thunder Wave. Actually, Light Screen is technically optimal to cover for the back being Kyogre. It's like a little bit better. Just slightly. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Now we get an Ursh and they just lose. Because you just throw Surging Strikes into Incin and you throw a Volt Switch into Urshifu. I could also just discharge. Throw out a greedy discharge here. It's not even that greedy, honestly. Like, discharge plus protect Calyrex. And then hard switch back. I actually don't even hit that play, to be honest. Do I need to discharge, though? I should really just Rift here. Or Volt Switch. Nah, I'm gonna discharge just for the style points. It looks cooler. I could definitely just click, whatever here. Oh, wait. Oh, I totally got them. Okay, I'm glad I clicked discharge. That was sick. Sickest discharge in my life. They're gonna be like, why did he protect Calyrex on Surging Strikes? And I'm gonna be like, oh well. Little do you know. Oh my god, Kyogre lift. That's actually really impressive. Well, now it's just discharge Lance, I feel like. It could also be switch. We should probably actually just switch to be safe, to be honest. But like, yeah, we can lose. We can lose being locked into discharge for sure. Just Lance. They definitely were not expecting that, I'm sure. But that's okay. I guess they were like hoping that I would like Terra and throw, maybe, with the Surging Strikes. It's crazy how, like, when you lose, like, one match, your rating just, like, tanks, like, 10 million. I guess it depends who you lose to. But then when you win one, it, like, goes up, like, 2. This team's really cool. I like this team. This is a pretty fun team to play. I like the applications of bulky Specs Miraidon with Groomstar. It's like you actually just take no damage. Like, even here, right? Like, I just feel confident to lead it. Against anything. I'd say here it's probably Calyrex and Urshifu in the back, because if you get up Trick Room, then Urshifu is like super valuable here, and it can close combat the Archeludon as well. So question is, do we discharge turn 1? Or do we Volt Switch and Light Screen like we're supposed to? I think we Volt Switch Light Screen like we're supposed to. Yeah, it opens up more plays to do that for sure. I think that's actually just completely optimal here. I kind of want to discharge. But because like if I get a para, I'm in a good spot, but I shouldn't really rely on that. I think I just Volt Switch here and Light Screen. Like my Mirai is so fat anyways, like it can live anything. So, and yeah, this just covers for everything. So then I just get my Calyrex and I just tear Fairy Lance. I protect here and Spear Break because I think they're going to go for a Helping Hand and an Astral. And then I can go for whatever I want. This is a bit aggressive for sure. Like I can definitely get punished for this, but my gut is telling me this is absolutely correct. It just makes too much sense for them as a play to Helping Hand Astral here. Okay. Yeah, they're just gonna Helping Hand Astral, bro. For sure. If this is what they're doing, 100% they're just doing that. Or maybe they're following me. They could also follow me. Nope, they called Trick Room? Maybe. Okay. They called Trick Room, I think. Yeah, they just called Trick Room. They're in like a really out of position now, actually. Because like, I mean, I respect them going for it, but yeah, now they just probably lose the game off of that call. Because the problem is now you're just susceptible to Lance and Spear Break, and there's like not much you can do. Yeah, they just canceled. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because like when you hard commit to reads like that, you're basically saying like, oh, okay, he's gonna tear something defensively. He's gonna get up Trick Room, so I'm gonna stop him. But like, if you set up Trick Room for your opponent there and just get Spear Break, like it's just over. So, I mean, it definitely would have been interesting to see how it played out after. I think we would have been fine. Like, it would have been obviously more like higher cost trades, but I mean, that just won us the game on the spot. I think our opponent overread us a little bit. Not even overread, actually. Like, they kind of just assumed us to go for the standard play, I think. Is more accurate to what that situation was, I guess. I kind of just want to lead a really bulky Mirai. Incin is, like, weird here. It's kind of good, because we can intimidate a bunch of stuff. I think we actually lead our Incin to guarantee get screens up. And then go from there. It's probably AV on the Groudon, if I had to guess. I mean, it could be lefties, Calyrex, Clam, Groudon. But I guess we'll find out. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, T-Wave is an option. I kind of am tempted to T-Wave immediately, but I should definitely go for fake out and just light screen. Okay. Cobra Cloak, okay. So they're trying to set up Toxic Spikes and then sweep with their double sweepers. It makes sense, right? Like, it's a reasonable approach. This is... Okay, so we need Calyrex alive for sure, and I think Miraidon is more valuable to preserve. I kind of actually just want to double attack here, I think. Or Spear Break here and switch out Incin, because Incin's a less obvious switch. And I think that if they might throw Taunt into it. And if Calyrex comes in, it's fine. Like, we have plays. Okay. Because now we have Draco pressure. We'll see what happens here. It's a little tricky. Okay, Barbarage. This could put them in Draco range for what it's worth. That might be worth going for. They're leftovers. Okay, so they definitely are in Draco range. This also means we can get Intimidate on them. Okay, so then I'm feeling very safe about throwing a Volt Switch into the Overquill and switching to Incin. I'd even consider a Drift, honestly. I'm just gonna Drift. I just want to get rid of this Overquill. It looks so annoying. I don't mean look so annoying as in gameplay. I mean it looks so annoying on my screen. I'm just kidding. It's also good to cover for Flutter. Okay, goodbye. Get out of my face. Yeah, crit mattered. Okay. Okay. So my priority here is killing the flutter slot and getting them down to a 2v2. That's like the goal. I have to switch here and drift, I think. Yeah. Because then I can get TUA on the flutter, which is important. Okay. You can also miss blades here, which would also help a lot. Oh, bulk up, okay. How do I feel about that? I'm unsure. Probably not great, to be honest. Like, it's not horrible, I guess. It's, like, playable. I kind of want to just Spirit Break here and Lance. Or Thunderwave Lance. And get Thunderwave Lance. Not only do they have odds of missing Precipice Blades, but the odds of Flutter not moving is super valuable here. Okay. Probably Terrafire Groudon. Yep. If they have Fire Punch, we're in... Oh, they're Terra Water. Okay. That's better. For us. Kind of. Ideally, they get Parad. If not, I mean, like, you know, it's fine. Okay, they got Parad. Nice. Now that we need... We want Blades Miss, for sure. If we don't miss... If they don't miss Blades, it's like, whatever. But... Okay, they crit us, actually. I'm glad it wasn't on Calyrex. So I need to leech this Groudon, I think, here. Or if I get a +1 boost, I mean, it opens up some opportunities. Yeah, because they could get parried here too, which is like bad for them. Fake Out and Leech Seed? For Lance. Fake Out Leech Seed. But I feel like they could switch into Kali Ice for Flutter here. If they don't, and we lose, but whatever. They could also get parried here as they try to taunt us. They could also just try and taunt. Okay, please get parried. Wait, their own Groudon got taunted? Why would they taunt their own Groudon? I don't get it. I don't get it. Was it like style points? Were they flexing on us? think we Terra Bug, knock off the Groudon to get rid of its lefties, and Lance to get the boost. What's their potential back? Like, I need to think about this too, because, like, why else would they have made that play? I genuinely think it might have just been a mistake. Knock off and Lance. They're letting us get the kill in the Flutter, which I'm very surprised about. I guess it's because they want that taunt, right? So. Oh my god, yeah, that's so good for us. Okay, Blades miss instant? What did I miss? Yeah, I hit Calyrex, okay. Okay, so now their Groudon can actually lose to Leech Seed. We actually have a chance of winning. And we're +1 on our Calyrex. They've, like, somehow given us our way back into this game. Through taunting themselves. So I guess that's why they say never give up. Okay, so... yeah, I definitely appreciate the Leech Seed recovery. That's helpful. So what is your back if you're playing like this? Okay, it is Calyrex. Well, I'm just gonna Leech Seed it for sure and knock it off, or Blitz. Actually, Blitz and knock myself out so you don't get a boost. That's what I'll do. Exactly. Oh, they're fast. Okay, I don't know. Can I outstall them? Maybe. We'll find out, I guess. I just need to... I think what I need to do is just maximize my turns of recovery to, like, try and win. Okay, Groudon takes chip. Okay, and then I protect. I feel like they could bulk up on this turn, which makes me want to Trick Room. Or Lance. I kind of want to just Trick Room. Trick Room to cover for bulk up makes the most sense. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Okay. That's like correct for us, 100%. Lance wouldn't have been correct, I don't think. Actually, it depends if they have Trick Room, but because they're fast Cali, it's making me think that they don't have Trick Room. And that they're like Assault Vest. Like the really stally Assault Vest set. Okay. This will heal us up. It's gonna be close. Protect. Yeah, protect. A double protected with us this game. Okay, they're Trick Rooming. I need a double protect. And then, I think Lance, just single target, right? I think is the best way to win. So I have a 30% chance to win here. Somehow. Also, Blades can miss. So that also helps. He should Heat Crash here, really. Okay, I got it. Oh wow, I actually could win. Pretty impressive. Go me. Go me and my double protects. This is like a nail biter of a final game. Yeah, I mean, I probably could have played a bit better this game. But actually, I don't know. I feel like I made mostly correctly. I feel like they just gave me a chance by clicking taunts and Groudon. I don't know what that was all about. Yeah, I actually definitely think I can win this now. Okay, that goes down. I think it's Lance and then Tect. Or is it? No, it's Tect, Lance, Tect, Lance, Tect. Yeah, Tect, Lance, Tect. Because, well, I got a double protect actually this turn. So no, it's Lance, Tect, Tect for best odds. Yeah. Okay, I could live. Well, actually no, because I'm gonna take too much poison. Oh my god, I'm gonna win. I actually won the game. That's actually really funny. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I were my opponent, I'd be low-key pissed. But like, also for what it's worth, they like almost they kind of put themselves in this position. But I still would feel bad for them. I still feel bad for them, kind of. Okay, GG's. Damn, that was crazy. That was a nail-biter game that ended off on. That endgame was insane. Like, I don't think I had any business winning that. But I'll absolutely take it, right? That was a really fun team. I actually really enjoyed playing this team. I really like bulky Terra Fairy Calyrex as a concept. It's just, like, super strong, right? So, it's definitely cool. Was very happy with how that one went. We got update status, too. See how we ended up. When it's done updating, we'll check it. But yeah, yeah, really fun team. So thank you so much to the creator. I'm actually gonna pull up the name. Diz VGC. There's not really a name there. I'll have the post link down below. But yeah, that was really sick. So yeah, cool team. Definitely appreciate you sharing it. And yeah, awesome. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. See y'all in the next one. Peace.